Afternoon, my name is Carlos Martinez. I'm the CEO of ATHENA Workflow, and welcome to another Wednesday meeting. We are in December, so we are in the process of conducting tax planning. Again, ATHENA Workflow, which I'm going to share a screen now, has a specific module that deals with statement control. And what that does, let me share real quick. What that does is it basically provides the accountant the ability to go to this specific module. So this is the client, in this case, Patron Marketing, and the module is called Statement Control. And as you can see, this will make your job a lot easier. Why? Because you can basically list all the bank accounts, you can list all the credit cards or the lines of credits, and from there you can monitor by month if you have them, and if you do have them, you put a little check mark. And what this does, it provides the ability for the accountant to know that he or she has a whole year worth of bank statements and credit cards, and from there they can finish the accounting, do the review, prepare financial statements, and then sit with the client and start the tax planning process before year end. So this is a great asset, and I wanted to point it out. Today I am with Antonio Prado, and Antonio and I have been working together the last couple of months in order for us to help accountants provide the best value to their clients possible. So this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to put as much as we can into ATHENA Workflow so the accountants have as many tools available to them without having to go anyplace else. Having said that, let's go back to tax planning. Like we say in accounting, after December, it's too late to do any type of planning. The planning is done prior to year end. Point number one, and we as accountants know that. Point number two is the fact that if we don't have all that information, we're not going to be able to present accurate and complete financial statements, so we can find a solution on how to mitigate tax liability. Point number three, it is very important for us as accountants to let our clients know that they need to pay estimated taxes before year end or by January, but they need to basically pay at least 75% of what they paid last year if they know they're going to have around the same income. All right, so having said that, when we look at tax planning during the month of December, I like to take a holistic look, not just at the corporation, but at the individuals that own the corporation, and make sure that they are looking at the whole picture, personal, financial, and that they have all the necessary vehicles in order for them to secure their future in the sense of maintaining their asset. And with that, Antonio, I'm gonna basically stop right here and we can have a conversation and you can take it from here.
Thank you, Carlos.
You're welcome.
When we talk to our clients, obviously, they all have a reason to do what they're doing. And the main purpose is to actually help them put into perspective their personal purpose and their business and find out if they're both in alignment. And that's when we can come in and actually show them what they need to do to grow their business, to make sure that the business serves their personal purpose. And tax efficiency planning has to do to updating all programs available for the business owner to take advantage of benefits towards the company, himself, and his employees. We all know that there's two types of tax deductions: expenses and benefits. Benefits being 401k, group benefits, dental, vision, life, executive bonus planning, and pension plans, to give you a few examples. But the truth is that most business owners do not take advantage of the system to take deductions on the benefit sides. And they don't really have a strategy to convert business profits into personal wealth in a tax advantage way, whereby they just reinvest all their money back into the business and they just keep growing the pig to the point that everything they have is taxable at the end of the day. The tax planning has to take place between October 15 and December 15, so we can have enough time to take any measures that we need to do before year end and help that business owners not only have a strategy, a major tax deduction, but bring an actual benefit to that business owner. So the whole idea is for us to properly guide our clients in that area and have them become aware of what the things they should be doing towards the end of the year. As Carlos just mentioned, they got to send a check by December 31st and they haven't done any planning to benefit themselves or the employees in any way possible. So our whole idea is to create awareness, bring additional revenue to the firm, and actually bring added value to our clients.
And that's a great point. That's a great point, Antonio. And I think this is the time where the client basically knows that they're gonna go another year into business, and this is when some of them basically know that this will be the last year in business because they want to get out of the rat race. They want to make sure that they want to give the business to their siblings, or they sell their assets to another associate, or sell the business entirely, but they're not ready because they haven't done any business valuations. They don't know what their business is worth. And although they have been living a style of life based on what the business is providing them economically, they are not ready to keep on having the same style of life in perpetuity, per se. If they sell the business, they're going to have the style of life for 5-6 years, but after that, the money is gone. On top of that, the money is taxable. So our clients that are ready to make decisions on getting out of the business via the previous mentioned selling or handing the business down, they need to have a plan. And that plan includes taxable, non-taxable income. That plan includes business valuations. That plan includes what percentage of shares I'm going to keep if I sell the business. What is the transition plan? How much time am I going to stay in the business for the new owner to become acquainted with the business? Because it is impossible and non-realistic for a business owner to sell the business, turn in the keys and leave. There has to be a transition in order for the business to have a successful transition and be profitable. Make sense?
Most definitely, Carlos. And that's one of the things that we're going to help our business owners, our clients, bring into perspective. Where do they stand as a harvesting or exit strategy is concerned? Okay, one of the things that I want to share with our group is that I became certified as an exit planning advisor this year, and I learned that 75% of business owners will want to exit their business within the next 10 years, and 46% will want to exit their business within the next 5 years, and 98% of business owners had never valued their business. So just think about this. A lot of them will say, my business is my retirement. This is my golden egg basket. Yet, I don't know the value. I never valued my business. So I don't even know if it's going to be enough to be able to maintain my standard of living once I leave, assuming they turn in the key the next day, which is never going to happen. But those are the things that we need to put our clients into perspective, because it's a huge transaction, which they never done before. And it's something that it's kind of scary if you think about it, because during your lifetime, you bought a few cars, you bought a few houses, but selling your business, your baby, your livelihood, what you have worked on for the last 10, 20, 30 years, it's a scary transaction. And this is the part that we need to help them put together a strategy, a plan to make sure that the harvesting of this business is done to their maximum value and to their maximum benefit.
You're right. You're completely right. And when we talk about business valuation, it's not just the point of finding out what the business is worth at that specific time, because this is a dynamic asset. This asset it's like a stock that you will buy, because it goes up and down every single day, every single month, every single year, depending on external factors. And the whole point here is that as a business owners, they need to surround themselves with the right individuals, for those individuals to basically make sure that the business is growing. It's not just how much is my business worth today. The question is, if I'm about to retire, if I want to retire in 5 years, what can I do to double or triple the value of my asset from now until then? So this is very important, this is very important specifically for the dental community, for the dentist, because when we talk to our clients, the dentist, that is their biggest asset. They might have a home, they might have a second home, but basically the income producing asset is their business. And as the dentists grow older, their technology, their ability to deal with technology goes down, okay? And
the physical ability.
Yes, and I was going to say that their physical ability goes down, and this is the most important time for them to realize that they need to take care of that asset, and most likely they cannot do it themselves. So again, it's not just doing the business valuation, it's not just knowing I want to retire in 5 years, is how can I double or triple the value of my asset so I can keep on having the same lifestyle that I have right now with my income producing property, and without having to pay more taxes in the future from the income that they're receiving. So I think one more time, we are advising our fellow accountants and the dental community and the small business owners that they need to surround themselves with the right group of individuals. This is not just a one-time thing, in the meaning of let's have a plan today. This is an ongoing process. They need an advisor month in, month out, meet with them at least every quarter in order for them to reach their goal.
Agree, Carlos. And more than that, talking about the team that you're mentioning, most business owners only have one trusted advisor in most cases, which is their CPA, their accountant. But a team is a lawyer, a financial advisor, the CPA, the growth coach, and the banker. All these different components that need to be working together to help you bring the value of your business in the next 5-10 years. And they all need to be in communication. They all need to be working in the sense of under one goal, which is help you achieve that vision. But they all need to be communicating, because most people have the team or one or two advisors, but they don't know each other and they have never talked to each other, and therefore they don't know what you are trying to accomplish and how they can do together a better job to make you more efficient, let's say that way.
Yes, you're totally correct. In one of the white papers that we were analyzing the other days, it came to the conclusion that when a business owner thinks that their accountant is the one that knows everything about their business, or that their wife is the one that knows everything about their business. And that's a misconception. Your accountant is not going to help you grow your business. You need somebody that sits with you every single month, every single quarter, and look at the KPIs. And they need to look at certain metrics and say, how do I compare to the industry? Number one, and where do I stand and what do I need to do in order to get there and then surpass? And that translation is basically, how do I become more efficient and more profitable? That is it. And at the same time, how can I start segregating benefits? Like you mentioned, let's forget about expenses. Let's start thinking about benefits. How can I keep the best employees? How can I make sure that I have a golden parachute? How can I make sure that once I invest in me, in my team, the ones that make the business go every day, I'm still profitable, I'm still efficient, and I have a plan for an exit strategy. And that's what we're trying to convey. It's not just your accountant, it's not just your wife, it's not just the person that works with you every day. It's about having somebody else that concentrates on looking at these metrics and finding solutions for the type of business you're in, the type of industry you're in, and then making sure that these metrics are surpassed.
Yes, and to put it in practical terms, Carlos, going back to one of your clients that does very well and have a great lifestyle, you know, when I asked him what was his retirement age, he mentioned 65. And what's your expected income at that time? He said 20,000 a month. I said, okay, 20,000 times 12 is $240,000 a year. Life expectancy is 25 years because until the age 90. So when you multiply 240,000 times 25, it becomes $6 million. And of course, you can't forget about Uncle Sam, our partner.
Right.
So it's a 30% add to the 6 million, it runs around $8 million. And when you ask that person, how much of that 8 million do you already have set aside? And they look at you like you're asking something non-related. As, yeah, how much of this you already have saved? And they say 0. And that's when they realize that they just producing to maintain a nice standard of living, but they're not building anything. They're not building wealth. And it's about teaching them how to build wealth and focus on creating wealth more than focus them on creating expenses and buying new cars and properties, whereby they think that's the best tax deduction there is, when they know they have to face the music sooner or later. And teaching them about tax mitigation, which will be another conversation that we have, is the best way to do this. Is teaching the owner the basic rules of tax mitigation, the decisions they need to make in regards to their taxes, so they can actually take action and go attack this issue, which they avoid by putting the earnings back into the company because they don't want to pay taxes, when they know they don't even figure out that eventually they're going to have to pay taxes.
They're just postponing the inevitable.
Correct.
Right.
And it's becoming bigger and bigger, and our country, it can't hold it anymore. And, you know, anybody you ask from a third grader up, they will answer, our taxes will go up in the next few years.
Oh, definitely.
So
definitely.
it's about you facing it. You want to pay taxes now when they're low, or you want to just delay this and pay taxes when they're high down the line, and you obviously your asset is a lot bigger. So these are all the things that we need to put our clients in perspective, so we can properly guide them to reaching their actual vision of themselves after they leave the company.
Great, and thank you for your time, Antonio. So basically, to conclude, we understand that there is no cookie cutter method. You know, not everything fits every single client. This is a conversation that needs to happen individually. Every person has different desires, has different goals, has different challenges, and every person needs to basically make a plan and an exit strategy for them and for the business. So I believe that's where we at. It has to happen one-on-one, and they need a trusted advisor that can basically guide them. It's not just, these are your numbers and this is this year. This is a 5-10 year plan at the end of the day. It's an investment.
For sure. That's where we need to come in, take them by the hand and show them the things that they're not even aware of.
Thank you. All right, man. So thank you for your time. And I guess I will be talking soon. I keep on doing tax planning. This is the month. You have a beautiful day, brother.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you for the invitation.
Still managing your accounting practice with outdated tools and manual processes? Meet Athena, accounting practice management software designed by accountants for accountants. Automate and customize your entire project workflow with ease. Say goodbye to repetitive admin tasks and hello to streamlined operations. Athena works wherever you are, on desktop, tablet, or smartphone, so your team stays agile and productive. Easily manage client documents with our electronic document system. One click is all it takes to store, sync, and organize securely. Visualize your workflow using our intuitive board-style task management. Create tasks, move them across boards, and stay on top of every project. Your data is safe with us. Athena follows strict security protocols with regular backups for full peace of mind. Track your time with precision. Use built-in timers to log work, monitor productivity, and invoice accurately. Let Athena simplify your firm's operations so you can focus on what really matters, growing your business. Athena Management Software, built for accountants, powered by automation. Try it today.
Hello, my name is Carlos Martinez. I'm the CEO of Athena Workflow, and today I have a special guest. His name is Noel Noriega, and he is with Encompass FI. And we have created partnership with Noel, so we can bring payroll, 1099s, and loans to the accountants, so the accountants can provide those services as an added value to their customers. So as we know, we are in December, we are in the middle of tax planning. We accountants say that tax planning after December 31st is basically worthless. You have to do everything prior to that. That's point number one. Point number two, January is a very busy month. And the reason that it's a very busy month is due to the fact that we as accountants have to deal with 941s, 940s, and then state unemployment. Then we need to switch gears and do W-2s and W-3s, along with 1099s, miscellaneous, and 1099s NEC that are due January 31st. So it's a very busy month, and that's why I have the pleasure of introducing Noel. So Mr. Noel Noriega is going to tell us a little bit about his company, number one, and then we're going to concentrate on W-2s and 1099s. How you doing, Noel?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing well, thank you, sir.
Yeah, so a little bit of what Carlos said. We specialize in payroll and credit card processing for small to mid-sized companies. We're looking forward to this great partnership with Athena, giving you guys, the accountants, access to be able to, onboard your customers, and be able to sell the payroll services. Where at the end of the year, you don't have to worry about, W-2s, 1099s. We'll handle all that for you, and you guys can look like, hey, you know what, we did it all for you in-house. One-stop kind of shop. So that's what Athena is providing for all the accountants. We're just here to kind of, help them do what we can do on the payroll side for him. Everything's integrated. We have a full API solution, and definitely, look forward to the deals coming in, and working with any of your guys' customers moving forward, and helping you guys with all the payroll reporting, the 940s, 941s, all that good stuff that comes with taxes, help you guys out, kind of smooth that transition.
All right, and we have two different solutions for the accountants. Option number one would be the fact that they can have full control of the payroll. And option number two is the fact that they can basically outsource it completely, and they can be as involved as they wish to, correct?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, the integration that we did with Athena would allow you to do just that within their platform. So you can take it full hands-on, run the payroll for your clients, do all of that, offer that extra level of customer service. Or, option two is kind of, hey, leave it up to the professionals, and then, they can run it the owner can run it themselves, or, somebody from Athena can go ahead and take care of that. So.
Awesome. In the next couple of days or weeks, we're going to be concentrating on bringing forward the other products that Encompass is offering. And like you mentioned, one of them is the credit card processing that all the accountants can basically provide to their clients. If they have a business and they need to process credit card processing, they can basically offer that. And the other thing would be the loans, because the interests are going down. there's a lot of money flowing into the economy, and basically they can get a piece of the action there. And that's what we're trying to do, provide one-stop shop. And what I'm going to do real quick is basically I'm going to share my screen. Let's do that. I'm going to say share. And basically what we're trying to do at this point is, if you look at this column on the left-hand side, we're trying to bring another module. And that module is going to encompass, or is going to include, a lot of this type of services, payroll, 1099s. We're looking to work with other professionals as well, but it's added value to the accountants for their customers. That way, one-stop shop, customers don't have to leave your office going to see another professional. You're referring them to all the other professionals that we have handpicked. So we work as a team with them, and everybody can get a little piece of the action. Anything else you want to add at this point?
No, I just want to say that, for the accountants that are using your software and having access to these added services, you guys are you're almost their business consultants. You're their advisors. They listen to you guys, and you guys can have the opportunity to not only save them money, but also save them time, and with that, they would be a customer with you guys for life. Especially, you don't want them going somewhere else. Like Carlos said, if you can offer all of that inside your office, why not? Especially if we're handling all the back end, we're doing all the quote unquote dirty work, you know what I mean? But we can definitely streamline all of that and really help you guys grow the office at a good pace and automate the majority of your guys' work that you guys are doing now manually. So
awesome,
for sure.
Awesome. So the accountants are going to be seeing a little bit more from us in the coming weeks, because this is the time that they're going to be needing us. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to call us, email us, text us. We're on social media and we're available. I mean, as you can tell, you're dealing with the owners, okay? You're dealing with the persons who basically went through the process of creating this type of software, invested the time, we invested the money, and we want to make sure that we succeed and you guys succeed. So
for sure.
All right, brother. So that's it for today. You guys have a beautiful day. Brother, I guess I see you next week.
Thank you. Sounds good. Thank you.
Right, brother. Be safe.
You too.
Hello. Happy Wednesday. This is Carlos Martinez with Athena Workflow. And today, as every other Wednesday, we're going to be presenting some of the features of Athena Workflow. Today, I have a special guest, Antonio Prado. I will introduce him in a little bit. So first of all, let me share the screen with Athena Workflow. And as you know, this is the website for Athena Workflow. And Athena Workflow is an accounting practice management software. We're the new kids on the block, and we are really proud of the product that we have created. Athena Workflow has two different sections right now, and one section is accounting practice management, and the other section has to do with electronic document management. So we were able to merge two different softwares into one, creating value and a better product for the accountants. Again, we have partnered with Antonio Prado, and Antonio Prado is a certified business strategist. So Antonio will introduce himself and will explain a little bit of what he does, and then he will go into depth into one specific segment, and hopefully we can be doing, and we will be doing a lot more segments regarding his services. Thank you. With further ado, Mr. Antonio, welcome.
Thank you for the invitation, Carlos. It's a great pleasure and honor to be part of the team. And one of the things that brought us together is our vision of helping our clients achieve their goals. through their business, and helping our partners increase profitability per client, increase loyalty, and even referrals. And the way we came up with our partnership is that I help business owners identify if their business is in alignment with their personal purpose. Everybody starts a business with a personal purpose because they want to achieve something as a person. And what happens is that day-to-day get them so absorbed in their business that they forget eventually why they started. And after years pass, they see their business is going one way and their personal purpose is on another space. And the whole idea is to bring them together again to make sure that whatever they're doing through their business is in alignment with their personal purpose. And the way we do this is by doing a small business assessment, like a medical exam. And the whole idea is to help the business owner assess, understand where he stands in different areas that are important as a person, and to find out if the business is providing that personal need. So through that process, most people realize that they haven't taken the measures to, number one, protect their investments. You know, they have their heart and soul invested in their companies and most of their money. And one of the biggest concerns they have is, wow, everything's in here. Something happens, my family will be out in the street because no one knows how to get that money out.
Exactly, and that's right.
So that's the first concern that we address, to make sure that whatever that person has built through time stays for the family and sustains the family if something wrong were to happen. A contingency plan. Number two, growth, right? We understand that growth is through sales, but also growth is through your team, your people. And the way we find, attract, retain, and motivate good people out in the market is by competing. And most owners do not take advantage of the tools within the system that will allow them to motivate and retain those key people that they need to grow their business. And, you know, mostly everybody, and you being a CPA, an accountant, understand this, everybody complains about paying too much taxes. And the truth is that most business owners do not take advantage of all the tax deductions available through benefits. And all they do is take tax deductions through expenses. So the whole idea is to give them tools to increase their business profits, convert business profits to personal wealth in a tax advantage way, use benefits, tax deduction benefits for the employees and to retain their key guys, and make sure they're maximizing the system in their favor instead of paying taxes without any knowledge that the benefits that they can get out of it. And last but not least is the harvesting or the exit strategy. Most people don't have any idea what really entitles to sell a business. And they don't have an answer to who are they going to sell it to? When are they going to sell it to? How am I going to get paid? What are the tax implications? And at the end of the day, how much is going to be left over? And if it's going to be enough to sustain the standard of living I've been having for the past 20, 30 years through my business.
And that's a great point. That's a great point what you're bringing to the table, because almost all the business owners are so immersed into the day-to-day operations of the business that they don't take the time to think, what am I going to do when I'm ready to exit? And as you mentioned, it's a great point that we need to start measuring years prior to the sale of the business. This is a process that it has to be examined every quarter. Every quarter, we need to measure, compare the trends, understand our business, and see what we can do. You pointed out a great point, which is the fact that most of the business persons believe that the way they take deductions is via expenses through the business, and they don't know that they basically have other means, which is through benefits. I keep on stating the same thing: 401ks, life insurance, compensations,
group benefits, pension plans, SEP IRAs, simple IRAs. There's so many tools that are tax geared to get you a tax advantage or tax deduction that would allow you to get benefits, because at the end of the day, is how much are you keeping in your pocket, not how much are you expending.
Right.
Wealth is created through savings, not through expenses.
Definitely. I totally agree. I believe the other, go ahead.
The whole idea is to help your clients realize where they stand and where they need to be at the time of exit. And when they realize and understand that they're way short or they're way behind on their actual plan or their actual vision, that's where you are going to have that client retained for many, many years, because they're going to have you take them to that promised land, as they don't have the knowledge.
Right.
And that's what we're here to provide with you. We're here to provide guidance, help your client understand how important it is to have a plan and what to do to make sure that he follows through with the plan, and to provide the tools available in the system that can help them start establishing towards that personal goal.
Perfect. So I do appreciate that you have taken the time to come and explain some of these items at a 40,000 foot level. Basically, I know we will be going more in depth in the weeks to come. But basically, this podcast and Athena Workflow is for accountants. We are making Athena Workflow a one-stop shop. We don't want you to go from place to place, from program to program. We are trying to keep everything in one place. And one of the newest sections that we're creating is basically compensation through referrals, meaning we are trying to connect with experts in the fields to make sure that every single accountant can just click on a module and basically say, these are the services that my client needs, and therefore let me try to help them. All right, so we are doing that job for you guys, and you will be seeing a lot more experts come through Athena Workflow. Stay tuned, and that's what we do. We basically going to try to minimize costs and bring more effective programs and services so you can deliver those to your clients. We don't want to overpromise, we just want to over-deliver, basically. With this, I think I'm ready to close it. We're trying to keep it at 15 minutes or less. I know everybody's busy. Any last words, Antonio?
Well, if you want to keep your clients for a long-term basis, increase profits, generate referrals, and have a more solid practice through time, make sure you help your clients achieve their goals and dreams. Ultimately, once they understand where they need to go and that you're the right person that take them there, they will stay with you forever.
Thank you. Thank you. At this point, we're going to close the session. Thank you, everyone. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Number one, and number two, feel free to contact us. Visit our website, visit our social media platforms. Thank you.
Thank you.